Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wynn in Magical Diary Wolf Hall. We have established our character Charles Wynn. Can I show you what he looks like from this title? Diary? No. But yeah, we've gone through the introduction. We've met Professor Grabner, we've met the Dansons, we've met Ellen, and we've met Luke so far. And we currently established that our character is from a noble family in Europe somewhere, and he doesn't want to be found out as someone from a noble family. So, we're picking up again. We just went to sleep, and apparently we woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Ow. Rubbing my nose, I switch directions and get to my feet without doing anything else stupid. And then I notice the time. I'm late for orientation! Why didn't anyone wake me up? By the time I reached the... Oh my goodness. I just love all of these, the same, These are the same spaces, my friend. These are the same, locations. Of course they would be, they're the same, it's the same school. But anyway. By the time I reach the gym, I can tell I'm too late. Laughing strangers push their way past me, already talking about what classes they should attend. Maybe that's just a handout to sum up what I missed? Ah, there you are, my little cuckoo. Waiting by the stage is an older witch in a floppy hat with a flower and a bell. This must be the headmistress, Professor Potsdam. Welcome to Iris Academy, Charles Wynn. I hope you find everything you're looking for, including yourself. Please send my regards to your dear parents. Alright. Now we are off to a bit of a late start, aren't we? She presses her hands together and looks at me expectantly. I'm fashionably late. Being fashionably late allowed me to make more of a dramatic entrance. Oh, I see. Am I the only audience you'd hoped to notice you? How flattering. She pats me on the shoulder. I'm sure Mr. Danson can fill you in on anything you've missed. This orientation is largely to introduce new students to the 6 halls. There's 6? Oh, okay. What are the 6? Iris Academy groups students into 6 halls by gender and personality with the intent of helping students make friends by being near people who are similar to them. Okay. Horses and wolves tend to be brave, outgoing, and athletic. Oh hey, that's us! And that was us in the last game. Butterflies and falcons tend to be social, charming, and diplomatic. Snakes and toads tend to be mysterious, introverted, and eccentric. There's a toad hall? Of course, individuals vary, and no hall is better than any other. Cool. And the overall theory of pentachromatic magic. This is the same. Okay. Now you had better hurry up and plan your schedule for the week before all of the seats are taken. Different sections run at different times, but you are only allowed to attend one class session per day. That way you'll have time to review and reflect on all that you have learned. There is no sense in rushing, and even less sense in wasting your time. Think about what you wish to accomplish. You can have a great many things if you put your mind to it, but not all at once. It sounds wise, but I'm not sure it means anything. Go on then, open up your diary and begin penciling in your schedule. With that, she leads me to it. Alright then, I guess it's up to me to choose my activities for the week. William said I should start by taking one class in each color magic. That's probably a good idea, especially since I missed the orientation. Right now, I don't really know which color is which. Okay. Okay. I see how this works. So we're gonna do this. I would like to... Ooh, boy. Okay, so we've got all the colors of magic. Oh, except white. We need white. Okay, let's go. We're gonna be super stressed after this first week, but that's fine. Red magic class, let's go! There's a buzz of excitement in the red magic classroom. One which quickly dies when Professor Grabner makes his entrance. Ah, Professor Grabner! Get to your seats. Hurry up. No chatter. In this class, carelessness might cost you your fingers. He certainly doesn't set out to make friends, does he? Here you'll be learning the seductive art of red magic, the evocation of control of energy. With this power, you might summon a breeze, light a fire, or call a distant object to hand. Excuse me for a second. Okay, thank you very much for holding. I just went to go and vacate the mucus within my nostrils. I say that is seductive not because of the power itself, but because simple minds prefer simple solutions. Blast your enemies with lightning. Tear buildings apart with earthquakes. Let the world around you burn! Fall victim to such vulgar fantasies and you'll leave yourself vulnerable to those capable of creative thought. He snaps his fingers in the air. One inattentive moment and you lose control of the forces you have summoned. After that, you'll only be remembered as an unpleasant stain on the walls. So I believe this is word for word the exact same introduction he gave in the previous game. So he must have this memorized. Remember, power can in itself be a weakness. Do not confuse power and control. With focus and control, the tiniest power can change the course of history. Tiniest. A gentle touch might tip the scales, warn an ally, pick a lock, or stop a heart. The professor pauses, scowling at along the length of his nose. No, Mr. Lenshi. Red magic will not allow you to apply force inside an object or creature. For that you'd need a different magic. So that's Tyrannus Lenshi. Not only is he a Lenshi, he's a creepy Lenshi. I suppose that's what Toad Hall is for. Okay, Toad Hall. Do we get any information about Toad Hall specifically? No. Oh, we get entries for, okay, let's see our entry. The false name I am using at Iris Academy to hide my true identity. People generally think that I'm flirty. Ah, very nice. Hieronymus Grabner, a professor at Iris Academy and heir to the House of Grabner, a noble magical line. He was born and raised in England, but fled to America in disgrace after he was involved in a tragic accident at a school. He is one of the few at Iris Academy who know my true identity. My parents are relying on him to watch over me and to prevent me from making the same mistakes he did. However, our connection must be kept secret from the other students. William Danson, a senior in Wolf Hall who has been assigned by the school as my official guide. He has 2 siblings, both freshmen. That looked like it's cut off, but it's just just a colon. Virginia in Horse Hall and Donald next door to me in Wolf Hall. William was elected class president in his junior year and apparently is popular and respected among other students. His family is known for offering hospitality to wizards from around the world. Petunia Potsdam, the eccentric headmistress of Iris Academy, wears colourful clothing, talks as if life were a joke that only she understood. According to rumour, she is much older and more powerful than she appears. As headmistress, she knows my true identity, but isn't closely involved with me. She teaches several sections of freshman magic. Cool. Alright. Oh yeah, you see the toad on his thing here. Well, what do I need then? Nothing that you'll learn here. And if you interrupt me again, you'll be spending this weekend in detention wandering. The force of his glare melts any desire to comment. Now for your lessons. Red Magic class. Success! Gain 2 red magic skill, gain 2 stress. Let's go! Whoop. What? Yep, there we go. Okay, let's go. Your first attempt at raising force will do little more than move air around you. You find this disappointing, don't you? What use you think is moving air? How can that destroy your enemies? Pfft, simple minds. A strong wind could disperse poisonous gases or move them into a new target. Carry your scent away from an enemy or erase your tracks in the dust. A simple breeze carrying dust can reveal hidden shapes and exits as it moves. But you cannot master its use. If you cannot master its use, you have no business tampering with greater powers. Now, concentrate to make the air around you move. I learned breeze. Cool. After classes, I go for a walk to stretch my legs. Ah, Iris Academy does have a nice campus. The colours of the flowers shimmer gently in the sunlight. I see an older girl in Horse Hall, robes crouching down next to one of the little hedge sections. She looks like she's talking to the plants. Oh, is this Minnie Cochran? I don't know. Maybe she's talking to them. It sounded like something Professor Potsdam might encourage. Paths lead away from the main quad into more secluded areas. Oh, it didn't tell me who it was. Okay. There are some nice benches here in the shade of trees. A nice place to sit and think while getting some fresh air. Beyond the trees I can see some open grassy areas. People could play football out there, or at least throw a frisbee. As I'm walking along, something falls past my face. Not close enough to hit me, but What was that? I look down. There's a single shoe on the ground. Did someone throw it at me? I look up. Over my head, a pair of black stocking-clad legs are wrapped around a tree branch. Only one foot still has its shoe, and above those legs... It's from Snake Hall? I don't know who she is. She must be a new character. Hello there. Did she not hear me? Try other languages. Tung Jagjeta, Bonjour, Hola, Zwieki, Xiao, Ni Hao. Never mind, she probably got it the first time. Is everything okay up there? We're not really establishing any communication. I bent down and picked up her dropped shoe. Do you want your shoe back? You have to give me a sign or I'll leave it here and go. You want me to give you your shoe? She stares at me for a moment, biting her lip. She nods vigorously twice and holds out her hand. Throw the shoe. Heads up. I toss the shoe upward and she snatches it out of the air. Good reflexes. Thanks. She speaks so quietly I almost didn't hear it. So she can talk after all. So, I'll see you around sometime? She looks at me, then shrugs with just one shoulder, the key on her ear swaying. She has a key on her ear? What? Okay then. Snake Hall girls are weird. Man, I like her. I like her already. Okay, Charles, remember not to fall in love with the first attractive person that you meet, okay? Students assembled for Blue Magic gossip among themselves about what they might do with the power of illusion. One falcon boy, his face and hair decorated with glitter, is gesturing so wildly that at first no one sees the door open. Mill about all you like, it's your own time you're wasting. I have no objections to failing the lot of you at the next exam. A flurry of robes as students scramble for seats. Here you'll be learning the subtle art of blue magic. At least some of you will. I thoroughly expect the subject to go over some of your heads. Blue is the colour of change, that is, altering what is already there. Not creating, not destroying. It's commonly used in conjunction with other magical styles in order to perform alchemical transmutations and other alterations of essence. Blue magic can also be used to change the effects of an existing spell, to cast or dispel illusions, or to change location without movement through intervening space. For a skilled blue magician, reality is fluid. All things can be changed. Yet few minds are capable of grasping the true range of possibilities. We'll see what you're worth. Blue Magic class. Success. Gained 1 blue magic skill, 1 stress. The art of illusion involves changing not what a thing is, but how it is perceived. That perception comes in many forms. The illusion of taste or smell requires as much magic as that of sight. But sight is the most immediately apparent to most humans, and therefore, where we begin. To change what is seen, your power must first understand what is seen, and enhance it, to create or strengthen. Light. Light alone can be a tool or a weapon, a guide in darkness, a signal, a distraction, a blinding flash. Excuse me. Concentrate. Focus your thoughts on changing the light around you. A gentle glow improves visibility in a location adjacent to the caster. I learned a new spell. Excellent. Very good. Next day. September 4th, Green Magic class. I intended to be early for my first Green Magic class, but somehow Professor Potsdam was already there when I arrived. Hello, little seedling. Please take a seat. She greets the rest of the arrivals with equal enthusiasm. Today you're going to learn about green magic, the magic of life. This is a very important skill for any witch or wizard to have, especially when you get to be a certain age. Your body is a garden to be cared for. With proper tending, it could last you centuries. Slowly, carefully, you must encourage your subjects to grow in the direction you prefer. Remember, life has its own flow. You must understand its nature in order to coax it along. You cannot simply wave your hand and change a bear into a boar unless the bear was designed that way to begin with. The better you understand the flow of life, the more your own strength will naturally increase. It is a slow path, but a rewarding one. Green Magic class. Success! What's my stress like? I'm at 5 stress. Okay, that's alright. Life by its nature comes to know itself. The longer any being has been alive, the more fixed its pattern. Your own bodies can tell you what they need when they hunger or when they feel pain or pleasure, when something is out of balance. The first building block of green magic is learning to listen to life, to hear its songs and see the shape of it. When your fingers can pick out that pattern, you will find the strands that are missing or damaged. This spell allows you to judge a life's strength and its weaknesses. After all, you'll need to know where the damage lies before you can heal it. Diagnosis determines the current state of health of a living target and locates ailments and injuries. Very good. I think I really like the change magic. I believe that was blue magic? Yeah. When I arrive at the classroom for black magic, I notice that a lot of students look pretty nervous. The rest look almost too excited. Everyone catches their breath as Professor Potsdam enters the room. Hello, my little lapidaries. Lapidaries? I hope you've all brought clean hands. as you'll be using them. For those of you who are new to our magical traditions, I should reassure you that black magic has nothing to do with death or evil. There's no such thing as evil magic. There's only magic. The bad and the good come from how you choose to use it. Black is the color of weight, solidity, and permanence. Black magic is the magic of enchantment in physical form. I apologize to anyone who hates my Professor Potsdam impression, but deal with it. With black magic, you can sculpt matter into works of art, or imbue magical wands and charms. This does mean that cursed items are enchanted with black magic as well, but that is the caster's choice, not the magic's. Oh my goodness, who is she? A pale girl with dark hair raises her hand. Yes, Raven? Ah, that must be Raven Darkstar. Since you're enchanting matter and bones are matter, you could use black magic to animate a skeleton, right? Oh, that's an interesting question. You could certainly enchant a skeleton to hold a spell, or react in some way. You could set a skull to chatter its jaw when anyone came near, like an alarm. But to make something that could walk around and act on its own, you'd need to bind a spirit to it. That calls for another kind of magic. We will get to combine techniques later in the year. The girl sits down. She certainly wants to show off what a goth she is, but she doesn't really nail the attitude. Aw, that's adorable! Now, please remove your gloves if you are wearing any, and let's get started. Black magic class. Success! Alright. Walks around the room, placing a small stone cube on each desk. Take a hold of the stone. Let your fingertips explore the surface. What you feel with touch is not important. You must identify that touch in order to move beyond it to the true pattern. An object knows itself only in part. The longer it has held a form, the more that form is fixed within it. Let your mind go inside the object and feel its pattern, both where it is strong and where it is weak. When you understand the whole of the pattern, you will know any secret hidden within. There's a little bead of gold at the center of this cube. I learned a new spell, Inspection. Detects weak points and hidden details within one target object. Very good. Alright, next day. Let's go. White magic class. I intended to be early for my first white magic class, but when several minutes passed with no sign of a teacher, I wondered if I overdid it. The other students are starting to become restless when Professor Potsdam finally appears. Oh good, my voice is going to be strained even more. Good morning, Starshines. You'll need to sit down before we can start, but take your time, relax, get comfortable. That's very important when working with this particular style of magic. Taking her at her word, I yawn and stretch before I settle into my seat. To some people, white is the absence of colour, a blank canvas. In the non-magical world, white is a complete spectrum, all colours combined into one. To different eyes, white magic is both everything and nothing. White magic is the tool we use to access the spiritual realm. Ghosts, dreams, creatures from other planes, the thoughts and feelings of those around you. White magic will open these doors and allow you to communicate with all that is normally hidden. Increasing your facility for white magic will also improve your ability to learn other forms of magic. White magic is often considered the least practical of skills, and yet its depth is infinite. Man, this is sounding a lot like philosophy. And listen, I love philosophy, okay? It is the broadest. The depth of philosophy are as infinite as the depth of the collective mind of humanity. But also, if you want a well-paying job, you probably want to take chemistry instead of philosophy. Literally infinite, if I understand her. Under the pentachromatic system, white magic is the key to the otherworld and all that lies beyond. Now, there's one thing I need to warn you about. Some people have tried to use white magic to control minds and spirits instead of asking for their aid. Don't do it. You will regret it. Now, let's get on with the lesson. If she really wanted to discourage people, why did she mention it at all? Anyone wild seed wouldn't know what's possible, and anyone wizardborn ought to know better. Maybe she's a bit absent-minded and doesn't realise her warning might have the opposite effect. Anyway, I had better pay attention to the lecture now. White magic class success. The world that you see around you with mortal eyes is only a tiny sliver of the infinite realm that exists beyond. Many are far from your reach, but others brush up against the edges of this world. They can see you, and with the right eyes, you can see them. Opening yourself will allow you to detect minds and spirits near you, but it will also make you more visible to them. Most spirits take little notice of those who cannot see them, but may react quite differently to someone on their level. Caution and good manners are important skills to develop in the study of white magic. Detects nearby sentience, including ghosts and other creatures of the otherworld. Yes! There we go. Okay, Friday afternoon. What do we have going on today? I need to slow my speech because I am too excited about this. Whew. I'm relaxing in my room after a day of classes when I hear raised voices in the hallway outside. But it turns out I was right! What can I say? I'm an overachiever. This is not funny. Hey, it's no big deal. All I did was use a little magic to blow confetti into her hair. The confetti was on fire! That's what the water balloon was for. Anyway, you hate Angela. That's not the point. She notices me standing at the entrance to my room. Charles, right? What do you think about a guy who goes around setting girls' hair on fire? That's not what happened. It sounds dangerous? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'd say it sounds dangerous. A scalp burn could be pretty nasty. Exactly! Look, I tested it on Luke first, okay? It's flash paper. It goes out in a second without the water. It wasn't dangerous. And Angela's a senior. If anything had gone wrong, she could heal it without blinking. Double backup plan. I need to go and blow my nose again. Alright, if you're so clever, how come you got caught? What's a good prank without an audience? But now you're stuck in detention with Grabby tomorrow. So I won't have to see you all day. Ugh! She throws her hands up and walks away. Sorry about Urshin. She's spirited. Your sister's feisty. You're welcome to her. I don't think I've ever seen her interested in a guy, or anyone really. So you got your work cut out for you. Not what I meant. Whatever. Who's Angela anyway? Oh, she's a senior in Butterfly Hall. Short, red hair, kind of a prissy princess. You'd know if you met her. And, why did you try to set fire to her hair? If you'd met her, you'd know that too. Besides, it was only a little fire. So now Grabs will make me scrape up chewing gum with my toenails or something. I hear he's got nasty imagination. He's not so bad, if you don't piss him off. Yeah, not gonna help. Besides, I need a windmill to tilt at. What? A big monster? An illusion? A tilting windmill is a monster? No, it's a reference. Sorry, your English is so good I forget it's not your first language. Excuse me? What? Maybe he's the one whose English is strange. Yep. Alright, weekend, let's go, let's do this. I have heard that on Saturday mornings in America it's traditional for people to watch cartoons. Of course, there's no television or other low world culture here. Low world culture. Wow. At magical school. But I still wonder if they might have some replacement set up to entertain the students. So when someone knocks on my door in the morning, I assume it's my hallmates coming to invite me for some fun. Oh my goodness, look at her! Hi! She has heart-shaped earrings! I would absolutely be blushing at this moment if this happened. Hello. Are you looking for someone? I'm looking for you! You're Charles Wynn, right? The foreign exchange student, aren't you? Yeah. I'm so glad you're here. Our communities can become so insulated. It's so important to learn other viewpoints. I'm Minnie Cochran. I'm in Butterfly Hall. I wanted to stop by and offer you any help I could. I can take you all around campus, tell you about our customs. Are you from the student council too? Well, not yet. Wait, what do you mean too? Because I already have a... I hear footsteps of someone else walking into our hall. Oh, you're up. Good morning. Making new friends? I'm not sure. I thought someone had sent her to be your replacement. Whoops. No, don't autoplay. Hold on. Where did we go? There we go. Sent me? I'm not giving up my post that quickly. Minnie looks back and forth between us. I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd been assigned an official guide. I was just trying to help. Hey, I'm sure he appreciates it. There'll be times when it's more convenient for him to talk to someone in his own class. So this Butterfly girl is a freshman too. Wait, is this? I don't know when the chronology of this happens. I have no idea. But if she is a freshman, what was she in the first game? And what is Virginia and Ellen? What are they? Are they seniors now? But I thought Minnie was in the academy before. Anyway. Well, if you two have business, I'll get out of your way. Oh wait, this isn't William. Well, if you two have business, I'll get out of your way. But please feel free to talk to me if you need help with anything. Oh, everyone's so helpful around here. With the professors and William and now Minnie, all the goodwill is almost exhausting. Maybe it's the American way. Bye for now. She waves and walks away. Nice girl. She's cute. Pretty cute, really. I wonder if she was ever a cheerleader. You won't be seeing any cheerleading squads here. Too bad. William smiles and gives his head a little shake. Anyway, I need to give you a little bit of information about Saturday activities. I can't stay long, and I have a lot to get done this weekend. But that part I'll tell you about on Monday. Okay. So, there are two major things you can do on the weekend that you can't during the rest of the week. First, there are shuttle vans to take students to the local mall. It's not very big, but it's a change of pace. People like to go there to socialise and eat out. The space is shared with the locals, but there are spells set up to keep them from noticing anything unusual about the Irish Academy kids. Don't push your luck though. Even if there's no real damage, if you cause trouble, you'll definitely end up in detention. No showing off magic in public. Well, that's just common sense. There's also a shop for enchanted items, things that will boost your mana or your attunement to different colours and so on. Useful things. If you buy a charm, it'll help you learn spells faster. Oh, and speaking of which, he had me a white paper envelope. There's no address on it, and it isn't sealed. Looking inside, I find a $5 bill. Your weekly allowance. The student council generally handles the distribution. $5 a week won't get you very far though, so save up if you want more options. A lot of students have no experience of handling money. Speaking of which, do you know what all the coins are? I can figure it out. They all have values written on them. It's not that hard. Though it would help if the bigger coins were always worth more. Dimes don't make sense. Oh yeah, that's right. You Americans have some weird coinage. Dimes, quarters, cent. I mean, I know a dime is what? Sorry, I know a cent is one unit. I believe a quarter is is it 15? No, it's 25. Is it 15? Is a quarter 15? I feel like it is. And then a dime? Is that 50 cents? Okay, so a quarter is probably 25 cents in that case. Okay, so I guess I can figure it out. Yeah, I can figure it out. What's the other major thing to do on the weekends? Practice. On weekend, there are simple training dungeons available. No real threats or puzzles, but you can walk around and practice spells in the field. There's a field in the dungeon? Not usually. In a real-world environment instead of the classroom. So you can see how your spells would work in an actual exam. Now, like I said, I do have a lot to organize this weekend, so I should be going. Alright, my game has frozen. You can take a day to review on your own. You can take the day to review on your own, or I can show you the way to the dungeons, or if you'd rather go to the mall, Donald can't, he's got detention. Oh. I'm sure I can find my way. What do I want to do with my Okay, what do I want to do with my Saturday? I kind of want to go to the mall, to be honest. I want to meet people. I think I'd like to see them all. Okay, if you don't find anyone going that way themselves, you should see the vans out front. They're not hard to spot. I may not see you tomorrow, so be prepared for me to wake you up early on Monday morning. I feel like I should save at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and save here. Let's go first Saturday. Save. Okay, good. Return. Because I feel like these are like paths. Like if I go study I can meet someone, but if I go to the mall I can meet someone else and miss out on meeting this person. So yeah, I'm going to go to the mall. What happens on Monday, you'll find out. Okay, yeah, this video is going over 30 minutes long, but I want to get a week done every episode. So, students line up outside the school, waiting for a free seat in one of the shuttle vans that are travelling to and from the mall. Everyone is still in uniform. William said that spells in the mall would prevent the locals from being too curious, but my brief experience of American fashion so far, I'm not sure we would stand out that much anyway. The trip from Iris Academy's hidden forest to the nearest town takes about half an hour. Red brick buildings with bright white trim are packed together in the town centre, but we do not stop there. We continue through the town and out to the other side, finally being released into a large parking lot. Oh, look at this. So honestly, this looks like a Japanese mall. Just probably because of this cat here, to be honest. And you know, the Japanese over there. That could be. That might actually be Chinese. I don't see any Kana there. Compared to some of the monstrous mall I've heard about in America, or my brief tour of New York City's shopping streets, this place isn't much. There's only one level to the mall, although some of the shops have their own upstairs. The most interesting feature on the guide is the indoor ice arena, but it's apparently fully booked on Saturdays for ice hockey practice. If Iris Academy does school trips to the mall, could they also do trips to a hockey game? That sport doesn't exist at all in my country, and I've never seen it played live. Does ice hockey exist here in England? I think so. Maybe up in Scotland? I mean, I'm sure, like, the sport transcends, like, countries, so... The current shopping population appears to be at least half students. I look around for people I recognise. Oh, look at these guys! Being twins, Luke and Logan are easy to spot. Look at the... Why do you have blue and why do you have red? Hey, Charles! Logan nods to me. Greetings. Did you just get here? That's right, I'm not sure what's worth seeing. What would you consider worthwhile? Ha! There's not much, right? Wait, was that... Yeah, okay, I got the voices right. There's the food court and the video arcade and not much else. I heard there was a store for enchantments. The item shop, yes, it's down that branch. Down that branch disguised as an empty shop front. You'll see it when you get close enough. Come on, I want a bubblegum waffle cone. You'll get it all over your face. That's the fun part. What do I want to do at the mall? Okay, so I'm gonna cheese this a little bit. I'm gonna go through the options here and see what options are for what, right? I'm gonna go magic shop first. Remembering Logan's directions, I set off to find the magic shop. This branch of the mall looks like a dead end. There's only one shop front, and it's blacked out with a coming soon sign on the door. But as I get closer, the illusion fades to reveal a second door, marked with a star and a sign. Marvelous magical accoutrements! Okay. Inside, the walls are lined with shelves of enchanted objects, or so it seems. I've seen enough relics to know that the skull on display is not real bone. Can't think of why anyone would enchant a fake skull. The proprietor, seeing my uniform, waves me over to the display's intended area for Iris Academy students. There are two sets, one for practical enchantments that aids with schoolwork, and one for long-lasting glamours to enhance appearance. No, give me glamours. Cost 45? Oh, I don't have enough. Dark glasses? Use them to hide behind? Nah. Pointed ears? Nah. Feathered wings? Nah. Bat wings? No. Enchantments, let's see. Glasses? Give me +5 smart. What's my smart? My smart right now is at 20. Normal wand. 10 smart. I don't have enough money. Glasses? I can get glasses. Fancy wand. Okay. Black charm. How much does this cost? 30. Okay, so I can get normal glasses. And a normal wand? No, just normal glasses, which will increase my my smarts by 5. What else is it? Well, honestly I want to shave up. I want to shave up for glamours. Yep, I'm going to shave my face for glamours. Okay, so let's go back. Oh no, I can't go back all the way. Oh no, okay. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go back to this load. Yes. And I'm going to go to the mall, of course. Let's go skip. Oh, apparently you press control for it, huh? Okay. Games arcade, let's go. What do we see here? The only amusement arcades I've seen in person are meant for gambling. The machines have many buttons and flashing lights, but they are not video games. Here the machines come in all shapes and sizes. There are head-to-head racing games, giant dance pads, and claw machines stuffed with toys. Along the back wall I see machines with colourful themed paintings and bright lights cycling through rewards. 50k, 100k, 1 million jackpot, $1 million! They give out prizes like that a little more like this? I'm almost afraid to step closer in case I enter a restricted area. I don't want to be arrested, but when I get a better look, I realise they're not fruit machines at all. Flippers bounce a silver ball around inside a table. These must be pinball machines, and judging by the player who just walked away, they don't give out prizes at all? That's disappointing. Let's use the claw machine. Okay, -1 money. I pick out a stuffed toy that looks like it's positioned in place the claw can reach. I insert my money, maneuver towards the prize. The claw opens before dropping over the head of the stuffed rabbit. It closes and lifts, but the toy slips out of its grasp. Okay. Paper pinball. What the hell? At the next machine, a big guy from Total gives me a funny look before turning his attention back to his game. Is it really so strange to approach a new game logically? Whatever, I'm going to play. In the end, I don't hit the jackpot, but I learn a few things about pinball and have fun. Stress is decreased by 5. Cool. Dance games, let's do. Effects have like the show when the dialogue is being affected by choices you've made in the past. So I'm flirty? So, okay. These choices shape your character's personality and experiences. Cool. Excuse me? Okay. It's a natural match for me. Strength is increased by 1. Cool. Okay, so let's go back. I want to go to the food court. I believe this is where the twins are. Let's buy a drink. All I want is something to sip while I chat with the other students. Stress decreases by 5. Do the other options give me anything? Ice cream. Wait. Okay, so that's an event with Donald. Buy pastry. Stress decreased by 5. Okay. Buy meals. Stress decreased by 10. Okay, cool. Now let's do window shopping. Not in any hurry, checking out the various shops. Humans are humans wherever they go, but I can't escape the fact that they're not my people. The differences are interesting, but they leave me feeling a little lonely. There's a shop that's half stocked with little wooden carvings and ornaments, and half with a seemingly endless variety of trading cards. What's the connection between them? They both come from trees? Lost in my thoughts, I managed to pass a few hours at the mall just observing. Stress decreased by 3. Okay, cool. Now that we know all the options here, I want to go back to here, and I want to do something else. Let's go study. What does study do? I think I'll go over my notes from the week and make sure I've got the basics down. There's still time for other things later. Great, alright. I may not see you tomorrow, so be prepared for me to wake you up early on Monday morning. What happens on Monday? You'll find out. I believe there was something that happens on Monday, right? Studying success. Okay, that's all it does. Okay. Dungeons. Let's go to the dungeons. Alright, it's going to show us to the entrance. What's it like down there anyway? It's a labyrinth. Active dungeon levels get rearranged a lot between exams. Areas get connected then split apart again. Some tunnels might stay sealed up for years, you never know. He points to what looked like a pair of wooden doors set at an angle, a cellar entrance. That's the main way in. The freshman section is automatically open. Don't try to open any other doors off the main corridor. They should be sealed, but just in case, don't. With a single week's worth of pentachromatic education, it can't be a good idea to go poking around in areas meant for upperclassmen. Now, I really do have to go. Okay, you'll find out. Let's get exploring. Okay, dungeon time. Okay, the sound in here is actually acceptable. In the previous game, it was horrendous. Like, it was ear-grating. The underground space is quiet and cool. I don't see any other students or any direction, but there's just one door open, so that must be the way. It's her! As I'm thinking that, the snake hole girl I saw up in a tree the other day emerges from the dungeon staircase. Oh. Well, I won't learn anything standing here. Time to go on. As I step onto the staircase, my ears begin to tingle. Suddenly inside my head I hear a familiar voice. Welcome, freshmen. Please pay attention to the safety instruction before you make use of the dungeons. This must be a magical message set up to play whenever someone enters for the first time. There are no hostile creatures in your practice area. Only a harmless plant that you can use for target practice. Don't feel bad about smashing it. I have many seedlings. However, it's possible for you to injure yourself by casting spells unwisely. Please consider the consequences and be careful. The message doesn't seem to include what the consequences are. Also, there are no hidden treasures in the practice area. Experience is its own reward. So whenever you've experienced enough, you can walk back up the stairs and have fun. Okay. You can move around the dungeon with the arrow keys, or by clicking the arrows on the sidebar. Cool. Oh my. You nudge the wall. Dismiss. Okay, those are the stairs. Okay. You know, I do actually really like these dungeon crawler style games. I know they're prominent in visual novels, but you step forward towards total darkness. Next. Dismiss. Light. I want a light here. You cast light. The darkness is dispelled. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. That is scary. Okay. The plant waves its branches. Dismiss. Do spirit sense on it. You sense only a faint trace of spirit within the plant. Oh, we have our magic bar here. You detect no further sentient creatures other than yourselves. The plant waves its branches. Let's inspect it. Training dummy. You cast inspection on the training dummy. Inspection only works on inanimate objects. Oh. Okay. Let's inspect the floor. The floor is made of stone and is very solid. All hail Reptar is inscribed upon it. The plant waves its branches. Diagnosis on the training dummy. Has 15 on 15 health, 5 magic remaining, no other conditions, it waves its branches. Let's do diagnosis on myself. Okay, cool. Let's breeze it. Breeze is blowing north. Really? Okay, what does that mean? The breeze is blowing north. Dismiss. Breeze? Blowing west. Oh, it allows me to see the way to the exit. Climb the stairs. No, I want to go back. What? Oh, that gave me the chills. What the heck? Oh my goodness. What? This? Oh my goodness, this is scary. Let me go! No! Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, that was scary. When Donald returns to Wolf Hall, he does it with fanfare. Or at least with percussion. He drums his heels on the floor and spins it in place like a tap dancer. Ha! You survived detention, huh? It was nothing. Seriously, I was expecting a lot worse from Grabs. He only made me write a paper. I told you, he's not so bad. Homework can still be torture. Nah, he's probably just warming up. Wasn't ready for me. Not a lot of people managed to get detention in the first week of school, you know. So, are you famous now? Infamous? Not yet. I mean, the great Williker once filled the entire cafeteria with lake of cheese. That's infamous. Maybe if I can manage to get detention every single weekend. That's a hint to let us know that if we want to advance our relationship with Donald, we need to go into detention every single week. But with that many demerits, you'll get kicked out. Demerits? You know, what teachers give you when you screw up. Child never makes mistakes. Haha. Merits and demerits. If you do something good over the odds, teacher gives you merits. It's like a status thing. And if you're a naughty boy, they put demerits on your record. Get 50 and you'll be expelled. I'd probably be sent home to my parents then. How embarrassing. But they don't always give you demerits with detention. Sometimes it's one or the other, no problem then. Anyway, if I kiss up to the teachers and get merits, it'll balance out. Makes a game out of it, you know? It'll be legend. I don't know, it sounds like too much work. If you want to make an impression on people, you have to put some effort into it. What do you think, Charles? Will it get you a date? Is this your plan to show off for all the girls in the school? Nah, you've seen Urchin. Girls don't appreciate a good prank. Probably depends on the girl. So, more into impressing the guys then? Are you? Haha. Well, we'll see who can keep up with me. I'm not committing either way. Getting a date's not the point though. It's more about challenging myself. Donald shrugs. Maybe I'll come up with a better plan later. I don't know. It's early days yet. Right. This has only been our first week after all. Okay, Sunday. This is our last day for the episode, and I know the episode is going on 50 minutes. At midday, I head to the cafeteria for lunch. I carry my tray of food to an unoccupied table end, but just as I sit down, someone else sets a tray across from me. It's Ellen! Oh, I'm sorry. I'll sit somewhere else. No, it's fine. There's plenty of room. Have a seat. The girl looks familiar. I think she's Donald's sister's friend or something. What was her name? Of course it's Ellen. Ellen, right? Right. Effect tab like this show up when the dialogue is being affected by choices you make. So this dialogue is because I'm flirty. Oh my goodness. My character is such a flirt. I never forget a cute girl. Well, that didn't impress her. Am I losing my touch? You're Charles? You got it. Well, there's only one student from Europe here that I know of. You should sit down and eat your lunch. You too. Right. I'm thinking I'm making her nervous, but I'm not sure why. I haven't done anything. Maybe she's naturally timid? Seems weird for a horse hall girl, though. Speaking of horse hall... So, what sport do you play? Huh? I guess she wasn't expecting me to talk to her. But before I can apologize for interrupting her meal again, she beams at me. I like softball and volleyball. What's softball? It's like baseball, but the ball is... soft? Not really, but it's bigger and softer than a regular baseball, and it doesn't go as fast. What about you? My favourite sport? So, I'm from Britland. I'm from Britain. I'm from England. I don't like football. Just letting you know. Wait, is this American football? Either way, I don't like it. It's probably American football, but you know what? I'll say volleyball. Oh, I didn't realize she said volleyball. Wow. I like volleyball too. Too bad there's no team here. Yeah. I have no idea what to talk about with this girl about. Maybe I should just eat my lunch and stop trying to be friendly? Hey, Ellen! Donald's sister slides in next to the other girl. I was just talking to Pastel, and she was saying how most of the wild seeds in this year's class are girls again. Apparently it's been happening that way for a while. I don't know. So you see, you're part of a hot new trend. Yeah. Are you gonna eat those? Without waiting for an answer, she starts stealing chips off her friend's plate. Hey, it's fine, I wasn't hungry. She never finishes her lunch. Don't talk with your mouth full. You're getting crumbs everywhere. I guess she's less timid when she's talking to other girls. I wonder if most wild seeds are female in general, or if it's just at the school. You don't know? Shouldn't there be records somewhere? Probably, but you can't tell a lot while they're still students. A lot of wild seeds drop out. Drop out? They're falling down? They drop out of school? They quit. They don't graduate, and then they aren't magical anymore, as if they'd never had the choice. Oh, the choice! When a young wild seed first manifests powers, E is contacted by the larger wizarding community and offered the choice to either join magical society with all their rights and responsibilities involved, or have their powers sealed and forget they ever existed. Those who accept also have their powers sealed, but only temporarily, until they are either accepted for training at school or magic, or violate the oaths of loyalty. So these are, there we go. Magical pronouns for the wizarding world. Magical creatures and spirits do not always fall into male-female, and witches and wizards have to invent polite ways to address them in languages that weren't designed for that. Over various centuries, these languages variations became commonly known amongst those raised within the wizarding culture. People born to traditional wizarding families will often use E when referring to an unknown person rather than say he, she, or they. Examples: E is a wizard. I can't dispel it, M. I can't dispel it, M. That's easy for me to say. That's colloquialism over here. I borrowed her book. That one deserves. E is very proud of himself. Very good. A wild seed who chooses to not be magical anymore has her powers and memories taken away, so they can't betray the existence of magic to anyone else. I can't understand how anyone would choose to give up on magic. Lots of reasons. They get homesick, they miss TV, they don't like our rules, or they screw up in class too much and they flunk out. Ellen will never have that problem. She's a huge nerd. She didn't even want to go to the mall yesterday. She wanted to stay at home and study. Can you believe it? I just shrugged. Doesn't matter to me. You ought to pay more attention to your schoolwork. Ugh, boring, boring, boring. She grabs the last chip from Ellen's plate in the stands. I'm gonna go for a walk. See ya. Ellen sighs quietly as Virginia exits. Sorry. What are you sorry for? Nothing, I guess? Have a good day. She takes her tray and exits. Man. Amazing. At the end of the week, I had the chance to review the things I learned and make preparations for the future. If you have items in your inventory, you can equip or unequip them. Now, items will only have effects when worn. Diary. First, okay, this is the events of everything that happened. So lunch, hothead. Donald got detention for setting a girl's hair on fire. Okay. First white magic class. Close. Okay. Spellbook. I only know these spells. I need to pick a spell that I want to, a class I want to focus on, right? So, what is this? Let's go into diary, let's go into spells, let's go into codex, and ooh, look at these. Lenshi. Not only is he Lenshi, but he's apparently interested in finding out how to use magic to kill people. I should absolutely keep my oh my goodness. Raven Darkstar. Not nearly as intimidating as her goth form looks. Okay, who I want where is she? Where is she? Oh, I don't know her name yet? Oh no, that's a shame. Anyway, I want to go to concepts, Penchromatic system. Life is good. White spirit? Oh man. I don't know. Alteration? What spell does alteration give me? It gives me light. Diagnosis is green and spirit sense is white. I kind of want to focus on white and green, I guess. Clothing, uniform, I can change my clothing? Okay, cool. Done. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching everyone, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode for day... What day is it? Hold on. Let's do this again. For September 9th, Monday, let's go!